Hey Cancer, this is Perigaea Tarot. I'm here with your monthly reading for April 2022. Today I'm going to be asking the universe what is coming up for you in April, what is your person thinking and feeling about you, and any advice you need from Spirit. So always please remember that roles can be reversed as this is a general reading. I do give personal readings of various kinds and various intensities. So if you guys are interested in that, there are links down in the description box to my Etsy page and where you can find the descriptions for those. And thanks guys for liking and subscribing. All right, so while I was shuffling, I did see the Page of Wands several times. So it's possible that you could be receiving a message from someone new. A message of passion, maybe someone of fire energy, like an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. Excuse me. All right, so universe, what is coming up for my Cancer signs? What is coming up for my Cancer signs in April in love? Interesting, it's you. It's your energy. What is coming up for my Cancer signs, universe? What is coming up for my Cancer signs in love? What is coming up for my Cancer signs, universe? All right, one more shuffle. What is coming up for my Cancer signs? One more, I think. Yeah, I feel like someone is going to be rushing in to communicate with you. Ooh. What is coming up for my Cancer signs in love in April of 2022? Okay. All right. Oh. And this is the second Aquarius card that I've seen. I'm sensing there could be a connection between you and Aquarius. Maybe you have Aquarius in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius. Oh, okay. Interesting. There's some of your energy. Okay, oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. So underneath the deck, I'm seeing the Magician. This could be someone trying to step into their personal power, focusing on bringing into their life. I'm sensing just a feeling of their own personal power, of being empowered as a human being, a feeling as if they can have what they want. Essentially, you could have been dealing in the past maybe with a situation that made you feel disempowered, and so you're focusing on stepping back into your own feeling of balance, your own feeling of power. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so with the Emperor in reverse, you could have been dealing with an Aries. I'm sensing that this is you trying to get over a situation in the past where you felt disempowered. Maybe you were bullied by someone. Maybe someone was aggressive, maybe verbally, abusive towards you, and you felt disempowered by that. And so I'm sensing this is someone, working on stepping back into their power. So with the Five of Swords in the reverse, this could be speaking to feeling remorse, excuse me, over things that happened in the past. But with these cards, what I'm sensing that this is about is that this is almost you feeling remorse because you're looking back. What I'm seeing is this person looking back at their memories of themselves and having been disempowered and feeling remorse that they didn't stick up for themselves more and that it resulted in their own disempowerment. And again, this is Aquarius energy. So yeah, here we have, excuse me guys, here we have the Six of Swords. So this could be you trying to move on, trying to find your way out of the effects of that something in the past did to you. And I'm not even feeling a strong sense of that scenario. This is just really a feeling of you wanting to move on, focusing on that bright future ahead. Again, more Aquarius energy. This is you just like keeping your eye on the horizon and looking at that bright light ahead and leaving the past behind. Yeah, so the King of Wands in the reverse, you could be trying to leave behind a fire sign, maybe an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Excuse me, guys, again. You could be leaving someone, a fire energy behind, maybe someone who bullied you in the past. And again, because this could be you, I feel like this is an energy of you looking at your own actions and your own inaction in the past and understanding how that's currently affecting you, and feeling remorse, not only just for not taking action to defend yourself, speaking up for yourself, expressing more of a sense of self-esteem, empowered energy, not anything unhealthy, not being a bully, but just standing up for yourself, of having a sense of assertiveness is what I'm sensing. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, this is you stepping back into your Empress energy and wanting to move into that place and focusing completely on your own self-esteem and your own self-worth. So it's interesting that we have the Emperor and the Empress here. I think it's very possible that you could have been dealing with an Emperor in reverse. And so and you're understanding how, that has affected you and wanting to move on into a place where you can be the Empress in the upright. Yeah, I think that this is you looking at your past and understanding that, I don't think my judgment was spot on in the past, but I think this is you stepping into that place of assessing and realigning your judgment. So yeah, okay, we're going to move into the reading now. Okay, so at the core of the reading, we have the Seven of Wands to the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like what this could be you dealing with is, I feel like this is you leveling up intellectually, strategically. This is you understanding that I need to look out for myself. I feel like this is you coming out of a relationship with someone where you were perhaps very trusting, and trusting is good, but I think that this is you just sort of in a healthy way, sort of strengthening, and sort of what I'm seeing is one of those walls, those boundaries that exists at the edge of a body of water, where it's meant to guard against things like tsunamis. This is someone sort of reinforcing those places where trauma can come in, but not in a defensive or a toxic way, or a way that they're acting in denial, just in a way that they are understanding, I have to just make, minor adjustments here without closing out my heart. I need to make adjustments so that, the good things come in, but the bad things, are more blocked out. Because this is you, looking at what you are, looking at what you have harvested from the past and feeling discontented with it. Yeah, so I think this can have to do, this is your energy, Cancer. This can have to do with how much you let people in, and in what, I feel like this is you, what I'm seeing here with these two walls and the path, or the two towers and the path in the middle, is I'm seeing someone trying to channel what comes in. The water that comes in, like these that when love comes for you, it comes with these massive torrents of water that just pour in. And you're wanting to channel and be more strategic about what comes in and where and how it comes in. So in the recent past, yeah, this is you. Sorry, in the conscious energy, the Seven of Wands. So I feel like this is you just, again, another seven. I feel like this is you just strategizing and planning your boundaries. I don't feel like this is you being angry or being, closed off. It's just you being like, okay, I'm starting to understand, through my recent experiences, how things come at me, where they come in, and what they do when they do come in. And so I want to be sort of the master architect of my life and the way that I interact with the things that do come in. And so I'm going to plan, strategize, like treat these pathways as a city that I am designing, of my own design, essentially. I'm hearing architect, like a sense of, I want to plan how, what comes in, and not just let it flood over me like a tsunami, not just let it flood into my life and take everything and just, like knock everything down and then pull it all back out when the wave pulls out. But instead, direct, okay, where can this water come in? And then what can it take with it when it pulls back out, if it potentially does pull back out? So I feel like this is someone just sort of leveling up in their ability to strategize in terms of their love life boundaries, all that kind of stuff. So in the recent past, I'm seeing the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So you could have been dealing with someone who really maybe said one thing. What I'm getting is that they made promises, they said one thing, but then they actually did another. Maybe they promised, they seemed like they wanted to, be there for you and be stable and committed, but in truth, they really were just kind of looking out for themselves. But I'm seeing over here that this is you, and this is your energy here, the Queen of Cups. This is you wanting to stay in that place of the Queen of Cups in the upright, where you have faith in love, you're strong, where the things that people do to you don't have the ability to, turn you into a disillusioned person, or someone who loses faith in love, that kind of thing. You're wanting to stay in this place of like, I know my worth, I know what, so basically just establishing healthy and strategic emotional boundaries, understanding that just because someone does something to me doesn't mean that I deserve that, but that the emotional experience of it can convince us that, people are all bad, or this is what people are going to do to me. I feel like this is you coming to a place where you're really fully understanding that and leveling up in life and understanding that like the things that people do to me can have a profound effect on my life. It can take a long time for those things to either be healed or recovered from, and it takes a lot of my own energy. It requires resources that I may or may not be in control of. So I do have to be careful, when in terms of dealing with people. I don't want to close out my heart, but I just want to be more strategic and in control of what people are able to do to me. So with the Hermit energy here as well, this is you could be dealing with a Virgo, or you could have Virgo in your chart. This is you looking deep within and respecting yourself deeply, coming in with an energy of, I'm going to stay in a place of faith, in a place of high frequency in terms of my perspective, and I'm going to be absolutely true to my intuition, to my sense of self, to my sense of reality, to, because some people do, in life, see someone who is vibrating higher than them, and something inside them instinctually wants to pull that down. And this is you understanding that, like, I don't want to let that happen. I want to respect my energy, who I am, and I want to stay in a place where I know who I am and I'm in control of my own perception and my own emotional state, my own sense of love and of how, believing in love, faith, all those things, faith and love. So in your environment, I'm seeing the Two of Wands. So I'm not necessarily even getting that this is a person. I feel like this is you just dealing with any potential love connection with a little more strategy, with a little more time spent considering how should I proceed, or should I proceed? Just taking a little more time, to think and strategize before you act, rather than just trusting your feelings and jumping in. This is you taking more time to strategize and think about it before you jump in. Because in your hopes and fears, I'm sensing that there could have been, again, I feel like you're not wanting to focus on the past at all, but that you are looking, you remember, like I'm seeing the discontented moon guy here, this face. And I'm sensing that you now know the kind of effects that, that people can have in your life, and that you don't want to feel the way that you felt in the past, essentially, that you don't want to feel unappreciated, and that you don't want to feel so unappreciated that you lose your sense of self-worth or your sense of faith and love. So I feel like this is you. You could be also dealing with someone of air energy, so a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is you rushing in life. Again, yeah, this is Aquarius energy. This is you. So I'm sensing rushing into your future, and rushing into, with a little more gusto in terms of your own self-defense, in terms of how you approach love relationships, essentially. This is you just being a little bit more aggressive in terms of, excuse me again, guys. This is you being a little more aggressive in terms of how you approach situations, and being more defensive of yourself and of your own boundaries and your own worth. And again, more Aquarius energy. So there's a lot of Aquarius here. So this could have been because of an Aquarius that you dealt with in the past or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, so, oh yeah, here we go. Again, oh my gosh. So doubling up, you are strategizing. You are staying in a space of strategizing in your love life, but I don't sense that it's not sneaky. It's not toxic. It's just a place of understanding, like, I have to look out for myself. I have to remember what happened. That's what I'm sensing. I have to remember what this person did to me, and approach life with wisdom. Approach life and approach people, not in a place of lacking faith or being bitter or resentful, but of strategy, and remembering. Yeah, again, your energy, the Chariot in reverse, because I remember what this person did to me. I need to approach life with a bit more, not toxic aggression, but a little more gusto when it comes to defending myself, my boundaries, not quite be so fully and openly nurturing just to other people while being self-effacing towards myself. Yeah, mastery. Yeah. Be in a state of discipline over my emotions. So don't be quite so just like openly giving, but be just more mindful and a little more masterful in terms of what I give, how I perceive, all of those things. Yeah, because I remember what happened in the past. I remember what happened. But this is a very healthy energy that I'm sensing from you, Cancer. This is someone who doesn't want to think about the past, who isn't focusing on it, who isn't blaming themselves, who is moving forward, who's being very positive. Okay, so universe, what is this Seven of Swords to the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse? Yeah. So this is you definitely not being open to a person from the past, to interactions like the type that you dealt with in the past. And definitely wanting to guard yourself against those types of interactions without being, I would say though, without being cold, without being harsh or anything like that. Or maybe you fear being that person. You don't want to be emotionally cold or bitter or any of those things. And so you're trying really hard, I'm sensing, to stay in this place of faith and just trying to approach this from a mindful, you don't want to be cold-hearted and like closed off. You want to be defensive of your boundaries, but not in an angry or embittered way, is what I'm sensing. Yeah, you want to have victory. You still want a continual give and take. You want harmony, but you understand the need to also be strategic, essentially. So, universe, what is this moon in the subconscious energy for my Cancers? Yeah. I feel like this is you wanting to be in control of the flow of energy and water into your life and out of it. I'm seeing the cups being poured back and forth, and you being master here with the angel. You are being the angel, and this is you because your emotions run so deep, and you have the capacity to trust and nurture so profoundly that I think that this is you understanding, the effects of what will happen if you do not masterfully orchestrate the flow of these emotions in and out of your life. And I think that, you still in your subconscious could be dealing with the emotion of what happened to you, still feeling it a bit, but doing all that you can to channel this, all the feelings that you have in the scenario in a healthy way, in a positive way. Universe, what is this moon in the reverse? Yeah, so I feel like this is you not really feeling ready to start a passion project with anyone yet. You are definitely in a place where you are taking care of yourself, trying to heal, trying to build yourself back up, build up your boundaries. I keep seeing, and I can't remember the word for it, so help me, but I keep seeing the images of like those walls that exist on the edges of bodies of water where there is a high risk of like a tsunami, of like a flood. Excuse me. And you're wanting to reinforce those walls, and not to the point where you're blocking out, good things for yourself, but just you want to make sure that everything is all the structures are sound, all the right places are open, and all the right places are blocked, essentially, because I think that this is someone who got deep inside of you. You let them in deep, and it definitely, you're understanding how much someone can affect you, certainly. Yeah, I think deep in your subconscious, you still, there's still some thoughts of the past. There have been, there's been a situation here where you have deep feelings for someone, a deep connection, and that you approach this connection through a place of trust and goodwill. And I'm sensing that might not have been how this person, approached it. Yeah, that there is still some grief there. Deep in your subconscious, that you're still feeling that. So, universe, what is this King of Pentacles in the reverse? What is this King of Pentacles in the reverse? Yeah. This is someone who made it seem like they were the king, but they were really, just a knight. They were basically, there's nothing wrong with the knight, but I'm sensing that this is someone where they should have been at the king level, that you were investing at a higher level, and they were making it seem like they were going to be that person, but you know, really they were just coming in with a lower level of commitment. I'm seeing a mismatch between this person's promises and their actions, you know, between what they communicated to you and what they actually were doing. And this could have been someone who was either keeping you confused constantly because of that mismatching, or, you know, you couldn't tell maybe who they were emotionally invested in. You couldn't tell who they were giving their love to, is what I'm sensing. This could have been somebody with options. But you approached this as the Queen of Cups, you know, in full faith, in good faith, you know, giving all you had to give, trust, you know, deep bonding. But this is someone who came in as the Emperor in reverse. So not only, again, you could be dealing with an Aries. So not only not treating you well, but thinking mostly about themselves, not reciprocating the kind of love that you were giving to the connection, but possibly not even really committing. Okay. And you could have at the time been in a state of denial about it, of feeling like you didn't know how to proceed. You know, I feel like you were giving all the love you had to give in full faith and good faith, and this person just was not reciprocating the same kind of energy or the same level of commitment. There was just like an incongruence between the energies. All right, so universe, what is this Seven of Wands? What is the Seven of Wands in the conscious energy? So, oh, hold on one second. So I feel like this is you keeping an eye on what it is you truly want. You're being very healthy in this, Cancer. You're not focusing on the past. You're not thinking about the past. You're just looking to the future. And thinking, what is it I want? I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to attach to that emotionally. I'm going to, you know, it's like you're defending yourself, but not in a way that's focused on the negative or the past. You're defending yourself in a way where the core energy and the emotions are focused on the future and the positive of what you want. And that's so healthy. That's fantastic. Universe, what is this Seven of Wands for my Cancer signs? Yeah, this is you. Again, you could have been dealing with someone of air energy, so a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this is you wanting someone who, at the very least, is straightforward, who is honest. But I also feel like this is you standing up for your own rights, for your own, like you want to be loving and open, but also wise and straightforward, and, you know, just understanding that I have to defend my boundaries. I feel like this is someone coming to a place of understanding, no matter how much I love someone, I must still hold the sword. I must still defend my own boundaries at the end of the day. Yeah, so this is you still staying in a place of, I think this is also you understanding that, you know, I definitely do have to leave that person's energy behind, you know, so that I can stay in a place of good faith, of believing in love, of being optimistic, you know, of keeping my heart open to love, of knowing that love is real, you know, of not becoming bitter, of still having a cup to offer, essentially. So, yeah, this is you moving on. This is you moving into those calmer waters. You know, I'm seeing someone whose strokes are strategic, they are balanced, and this is someone who is walking in mastery, who is using mastery to focus their mind, to stay mindful, to move into the future that they want, and to keep themselves in the present, in a present that they feel satisfied and comfortable in, and that they know will attract a future that is, you know, according to their desires. So, universe, what is this Queen of Cups? What is this Queen of Cups? What is this Queen of Cups? Sorry, guys, there's some construction going on outside and it's a little bit distracting. So this is you. Maybe not in a place of pure happiness yet, but you are being as positive as you can. Because you and being and keeping yourself in as much of a healthy and faithful emotional state as possible, and just waiting for the future where the sun is in the upright to manifest. You know, you're doing all that you're understanding manifestation, you're understanding, and you're applying it really well. Universe, oh, and I'm seeing here the Devil. So this could be you. You could have been dealing with a Capricorn. So I feel like this is you being mindful. I'm seeing the similarity between this woman and the woman in this card. So I feel like this is you understanding that you maybe even have a tendency to be taken advantage of because of how open-hearted and good that you are. Because you come into situation that to be the Queen of Cups, to be the person who is fully trusting, who approaches love from a place of open-heartedness, goodness, and who can have that deep intimacy that she wants, also makes one vulnerable to bondage, to toxic people. So this is you understanding the strategy that is required in love to keep oneself safe and to keep oneself from getting pulled into toxic dynamics. Yeah, and this is you taking hold of the baton of the power that is in your life, of understanding that it's up to me. I cannot hand off my power to someone else and be overly trusting. And that's not about being bitter. It's just about understanding that it is my own responsibility, to watch my own, hold on one second, my leg is falling asleep. Let me adjust myself. It's my own responsibility to watch my own boundaries, because that's just the way that it is. So yeah, this is you stepping back into your own power. See, he's holding that wand. This is me saying the wand is mine. Keeping my energies in balance and all my cup full, and my, all of my elemental energies in the place where they are, at full capacity, is my responsibility. And I need to watch, I need to still be open, but watchful. It's balance. It's a balance in all things. It's a balance between all the different energies. So yeah, here, what is this Hermit, universe? What is this Hermit? Yeah, this is you, again, more Aquarius energy. So this is you being in a place of faith, in a place of trusting and believing in your own inner world, in your own mind, in your own heart, in your own spirit. Renewing your faith and maintaining your faith and protecting your faith in life, in love. This is you because you understand now that if I form a deep bond with someone, that the deep emotional bond between us, due to its intimacy, has the power to affect how I perceive life and the world, and to affect my emotional perception. And this is you coming back completely into a place of faith, trust and interaction with one's internal world, spirituality, emotional abundance, emotional fullness. So this is fantastic. So universe, what is this Hermit? What is this Hermit for my Cancer signs? Yeah, you could be dealing with an actual Virgo. So this is you, I feel like this is you still approaching new relationships, still being willing to offer things, but starting slow, understanding that I need to start off slow with people and not just jump in, both feet first. I need to approach relationships slowly and in a balanced way, so that I have time to really find out what someone is about, because, people tend to do that in relationships, is they can come off like a completely different person in the beginning. And then you, after a while, you start to see them, you know, see their real agenda, if there is an agenda other than just to love you, or something about their nature that can affect you. So this is you taking it slow, yeah. Still approaching love and still offering to it, but moving in slowly. Because you understand the capacity that taking it too fast and giving too much, being too nurturing, that it can completely break down your boundaries and your self-worth. So, universe, what is this Two of Wands? Yeah, so this is you understanding that the Two of Wands plus the Eight of Wands, which is rushing in too fast, that can result in the Ten of Wands, in fatigue, in drainage. And so this is you pulling back and approaching relationships from a place of balance and a place of strategy and a place of moving slow. Universe, what is... And I would also say, I just saw the Knight of Wands here, yeah. That you understanding that even if someone on the outside, even if my partner is trying to move in fast, that I still need to hold strong to my own needs and my own boundaries. So, you know, this is about not letting someone else take control of the relationship and of yourself. You know, just because someone else rushes in and wants something from you real fast and you're feeling really flattered or something like that, again, more fire energy. You're understanding the need to take it slow and to listen to and obey your own boundaries and your own instincts. Yeah. This is you understanding the need to look within and master your actions, not be sort of coerced into acting beyond the level of your own intuition or acting outside. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah, this is you taking it slow with people, you know, just not moving in too fast, taking the time that you need to really study a situation, study a person, not being closed off, but just, you know, taking your time and taking time for pauses if you feel that you need them. Because again, I'm being pulled back to this Emperor in the reverse. Because you've dealt with people maybe coming in and kind of taking over, you know, taking over the situation and pressuring you to move beyond what it is that you want to do. So I feel like this is you also maybe even taking time to learn about someone before you step in, like maybe even doing some research on them, maybe even like getting a background check or checking their social media, just trying to find out more before you invest your emotions. Yeah, this is you. This kind of speaks to the entire reading, is the Page of Swords. This is you using a bit more sword before you are willing to invest your emotions. A little more strategy, a little more just rational thought. Because you're wanting to avoid the Three of Swords and the instability that that can result. So yeah, this is you understanding the need to just apply a bit more sword to your life, a bit more boundaries, a bit more strategy, a bit more thought, a bit more rational thought, rather than just open-hearted trust. Yeah, this is you coming in with the sword. You are changing. You know, this is you changing. I feel like this is a cycle of up-leveling in terms of, I mean, I don't want it to sound patronizing, but just in personal maturity of coming, the wheel is turning. You're moving into a new cycle of life, a higher cycle, the next level. You're leveling up. So universe, what is this Eight of Cups in the reverse? Is there anything for that? Oh, yeah. This is you feeling a bit shy maybe. I feel like almost even your fear is in regards to becoming emotionally shy, of becoming someone who gets so ill-used that they no longer feel able to invest love. That's what you fear the most. And so you are being very careful in the way that you don't want to feel rejected. You don't want to feel like what you have to give. You don't want to find yourself in a situation again where basically what you have to give is not appreciated, and have that affect you and the way that you approach life and the way that you perceive love. You don't want to be, so you're being careful with the way that you come in and express yourself in new situations. So is there anything else, universe, for this 8 of Cups in the reverse? Yeah, this is just you fear burnout, and you fear, that place where you feel just drained. And so this is you wanting to avoid that. So here in your future energy, the Knight of Swords, this is you just coming in with more sword, understanding the importance of sword, understanding the importance of rational, intellectual, strategizing energy, just to protect oneself, not letting it overtake you or overtake your life or your energy, but, coming in, knowing the importance of knowing the truth and of having some sense of rational, perspective to a situation rather than just jumping in and trusting. So this is you still being willing to work with people to build. And again, I'm feeling a balance coming in between all the different energies, between Pentacles, water, sword, and fire. But coming in with from a place of self-protection. But I'm not sensing coldness or, being introverted or turned in on oneself. It's just a healthy level of self-protection that I'm sensing here, guys. And moving slow too, because I'm seeing here the progression from the 2 of Pentacles to the 3 of Pentacles to the 4 of Pentacles. So it's someone who is moving slowly, not going from 0 to 60 in just a couple of seconds, but, taking their time to go through each step and each phase. And not just jumping in, turning things up to high from the very beginning. So I think that that's everything. I think that that's your reading, Cancer. And I hope that it resonated with you and helped you. So, if you guys resonated with this, I hope, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you soon.